Welcome to Unlocking Las Vegas with your favorite redhead realtor, Erin Mills. We're going to be covering the greater areas of Las Vegas all the way to Pahrump and Mesquite, talking about trends, events, sports, and more. I'm super excited to welcome all of our guests this year and have a great time, which is everything Unlocking Las Vegas. Welcome to another podcast of Unlocking Las Vegas with yours truly, Erin Mills, and my lovely guest star,
Leslie McGarry, Hustle and Heels.
Why do we do that? Okay, so let's start with some stats. Okay, so this is February. Welcome to February, the month of love. Okay, so what is our housing stats this week? Don't you love these?
Oh, I love these. I get these every single week, and so right now,
I think they're so boring. But let's make it why it's, yeah, I do. I think it's boring to the average person. So let's make a point of why we say it. Okay. So what is the median price?
Median house price for SFR is around $423 right now.
Okay, Leslie does this. I have to stop you. She
Single
is Miss
family
Acronym. Okay, so for our normal human beings, that is a single family resident. It is $423,000. Okay, so median also means the average price. So everybody's always like, it's not a great time to buy. I'm going to wait. We hear all the excuses. But let me just use my kids that you helped get into a house almost 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. Okay, so we bought it for $262,000. This sucker is worth about $390,000. So, was it a good time to buy for them? It was a great time to buy. But look at all the equity they've got. Okay, so in Las Vegas, we have about 3,000 houses for sale right now, which is crazy low, which means 3.5 months supply. In a normal market, you're going to want 6,000-ish to be on the market because that makes it an even playing field, okay?
Yep.
So with that being said, it should be a seller's market right now. And I don't like to, pigeonhole people. That's like saying Democrat, Republican. It's never a good thing to say that. Yep. But we have an amazing client right now. So I'm going to call this the sweet spot of a market, okay?
Yes.
We had super high rates at the end of last year. People were scared. It was the holidays. What I say, once a woman puts out a pumpkin, nobody's buying or selling. That's just my thing, okay? And we have the super high rates. And so the sellers were giving out the money. Here's for your closing costs. We'll fix everything in the house. Here's a home warranty. Now, 2024, the rates are coming down. Today-ish, what are they?
We're still looking at about 6.5%. Obviously, that all depends on credit score and debt to income and
a little bit better than 8s, right?
Yes.
A little bit better than 8s. That makes a big difference.
We were quoting upwards in the 8s mid last year, which, it still was a great time to buy because you're still building equity, but a lot of people were scared of that rate. They were scared of payments.
Monthly payments.
The other thing that was announced this week is the feds came out and they control the interest rates, obviously, and they said they will be doing a rate decrease in March. So, that being said...
It's an election year. Can I repeat myself more? But yes.
And it causes a flurry in the market. We're already feeling it. I did 10 pre-qualifications over the last 4 days. So, just buckle up. That's where I'm talking about the sweet spot.
Yes. Okay, so for my buyers out there, we're going to talk about the one that we are putting in escrow.
Yes.
But, okay, so here's the thing. So the rates are coming down, but people are watching that because they listen to the news. And so there's not the flurry yet, okay? So if you are smart, you would call me and Leslie, of course. You would get pre-qualified from her. So our client just reached out. He hated those rates, was not going to buy in like October or November, whenever it was. And he was like, Erin, he found the house.
Let's back up.
Okay.
Because he was getting pre-qualified during COVID. And he was pre-qualified at those beautiful
way low
3%
rates,
rates,
higher price point.
Couldn't get his offers accepted.
That's what you're going to get into. And so now he sends me a house. We're at $389. She gets him qualified for $389 plus
down payment assistance,
and
for 4% of the purchase price for the down payment assistance, which really covers all of the closing costs. And all the down payment assistance programs are They have their own guidelines and they're a little bit fickle, so we have to fit them into boxes. But there's about 9 down payment assistance programs out there right now.
Buying a home, you don't just fit into box A or, round peg B. It's not like that. Right. So you really need to talk to somebody. Don't just listen to the news or that sort of a thing. But my point is, so he's qualified with this $14,000 that we get to play with. So on this particular house, there's only $4,000 left he'd have to come in with. Now, I'm negotiating with the listing agent to get the seller to give us the additional $4,000 for the closing costs. He can go in with no money except for, your inspection costs, your appraisal costs, which is what you have to pay. So anyway, just saying, that's why we're magical. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the sweet spot. And so don't come crying to me in a few months when you're excited, you're pre-qualified, but I'm having a hard time finding you the house, getting your offer accepted, because I won't be able to get you money for your closing costs. But anyway, this is how the cookie crumbles.
This is how it crumbles.
So, Miss Leslie, why are we wearing hearts today?
Well, it is the month of love, Miss Erin.
It is the month of love.
Yes.
Are you one of those people? We're both old lady married people. We're lucky in love. I've been married 27 years. You are going on
30.
Okay. Do you love or hate Valentine's Day?
I love it.
Okay.
I don't love the Hallmark. I don't love the Hallmark thought of Valentine's Day. No.
Okay. But yeah, my husband is not. We're not allowed to go out. He's not allowed to buy me chocolates, flowers, nothing. Do it the day after. I'm a cheap girl.
We do it a little bit different. So we planned something together. So whether it's massage and lunch, or we'll go to the conservatory and have lunch there. Whatever that is, it's not.
I'm just kind of I'm married. You better love me every day.
Every day. We don't do the flowers and chocolate thing. I find that to be cliche.
Trite.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I like flowers, but not that day. I'm like, how much did you spend?
Yeah. Buy me a rose bush.
That's good. I like that.
Forever. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about, since it's the month of love, I know you've heard of the 5 love languages.
Yes.
So for all of our listeners out there, if you've never heard of the 5 love languages, you're in for a treat. So the 5 love languages can be incorporated into yourself, into your partner, your family, your friends, more importantly, your clients too.
Yes.
So there's a breakdown. Can you list the 5 love languages?
I can't list all 5 love languages. I
have them right here on my notes.
I can tell you what mine is. So you list yours, and then I'll tell you what mine is.
Okay, so the 5s are gifts, acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch. And let's be clear. So there's what you want to receive and what you like to give away. And so you always do it with your partner, or your daughter or your client too, because you don't want to give them a gift if all they want is words of affirmation like good job.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you like to receive? What is and you can have several, but what's your number 1?
Mine is words of affirmation is my love language.
You're so pretty today.
Yes. Those are my love languages. And then my love language out
your gifts. Your gifts.
100%.
I tell this girl, oh my gosh, she sends me a freaking card all the time. I don't even like cards. My stepmom gave me 75 cards. I'm like, what? But I saved a couple very special ones and put them on my corkboard. So But
I do the gifts to you, and I'm very specific in I pay attention to what you love and what you like.
Oh my gosh, because I'm the worst. Nobody ever give me a gift, because you do hit it with the Disney, because I will dislike every single gift anybody gives me, and
you don't collect, and you don't like things sitting around, and
do me acts of service. And so when I come home, if the house is clean, if the homework is done, acts of service is my love language. So
you know what your big one is?
What?
No dishes in the sink.
No dishes in the acts of service. It drives me crazy. I do love to give gifts. I'm better at giving compliments. That's how you start IRL. That's how you start conversations. Yeah. So I was at physical therapy today, and I have not been able to break the ice with anybody in this doldrum physical therapy, because everybody's in pain. I understand.
Yeah.
And you're like, am I allowed to ask them what happened to them? So today I had a good group, and this is why I look like an Avenger. So I got some tape. I've been doing good. I had a good group of girls, and we were having a lot of fun. And so I was like, oh, I really like this older lady. I was like, I really like your outfit today. You came in sporty spice, and it's the conversation. So when I'm just hanging out, I like to give those compliments. But
something you've said this for. I mean, you and I are very similar in this way.
I embarrass the crap out of my husband. I'll talk to anybody.
But what you say to someone, just in a general, everyday compliment, somebody you don't know, I love your earrings, or gosh, that dress looks really good on you. It can change somebody's whole day.
Well, yeah, you got to give it away to start your day. Whether it's money, compliments, open your mouth. I mean, you have to do that.
I'm a very regimented in my daily routines, and I need to start and be very present and very active with my compliments.
Yeah, even Rocco, man. Yeah. Whoa, a 15-year-old at 5 a.m. I like your cologne choice this morning, son. Woo! You got to get those kids up and going.
Yes.
So, it's not something you normally talk to with your clients, but you can kind of get a vibe. Maybe you're not physical touching, but there are huggy people out there.
You are not one.
Like to be touched. Normally because my hair's a certain way or my jewelry or stuff. I don't like to be touched. Physical touch is not my thing. I don't even love, in physical therapy, at the end, you get this magical wand that you're supposed to massage, your sore spots. I'm like, I would not like to do that.
I would not like to do that.
I don't want to. And so he has me putting my hand in rice because I have to, all that thing. But you do have clients that are very physical. And so if you're like, okay, great. So you kind of have to test them out. But at the end of the day, I do like to give gifts to all of our clients. But that's why we have a fill-out form, so we get to know our clients. Yes. We ask them their colors, their favorite beverages, their favorite sporting teams, their hobbies.
Yeah.
What
they
they're
like movies or books?
Allergic to. You don't want to be giving them ice cream, gift cards if they hate it. Or if you can see they love movies, you're giving them those sort of things.
Yes.
For all my clients moving out of town, straight gas cards, gas station cards.
Yeah.
And I'll give treat buckets and stuff like that. But okay, so here in Las Vegas, it is a rainy weekend. We're not used to that.
No.
We're not used to that. I have to dig around and find an umbrella and oh my gosh. So in Las Vegas,
I have cute rain boots though.
Oh, I used to. I don't know what happened.
We call them wellies, but
wellies, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think my bunion got too big, and so I can't wear them anymore. But
stretch them, sis.
Yeah. So this weekend I have found. I know you guys are laughing at me, but in Town Square, this is my neighborhood, is the Wise Guys Comedy Club.
Great place.
Okay, so I know there's another one in town. Where is it located? That's been here for a long time.
It's actually in downtown Vegas, you're in the Arts District area, but it's super fun. Wise Guys is great.
I don't love downtown because the parking situation, the walking situation, I'm a priss. So Town Square, that's my vibe.
Yep.
I saw Matt Belisai. I love him. He was the Wine About It Wednesday.
Yep.
And so this weekend, I don't know how old you are. We don't need to talk about that. But this weekend,
we're similar in age.
Okay, similar. I'm excited to see Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore was funny.
Pauly Shore,
funny.
I loved Encino Man. I loved his goofiness in Son-in-Law, and you've seen him.
I've seen him. So we did.
How did Pauly Shore come about? I wasn't raised with TV or cable. That wasn't allowed in my house. Was he an MTV star?
So basically, his mom. So he did a show here down at the Space, and it was about his life. And his mom owned one of the largest and most popular comedy stores in Hollywood. And so Pauly grew up in that environment, and that's all he ever wanted to be, was a comedian. And so he obviously kind of went through that with his mom. She really didn't want to give him a shot, but he ended up on MTV. And randomly, super randomly, he ended up on MTV during, they used to shoot it way back in the day, called Spring Break.
Yeah. When it comes to stuff like that, I wasn't the cool kid. I didn't watch SNL. We didn't have cable. My parents were really mean. All I was allowed, and we lived in the desert. I didn't even have satellite.
You are talking nonsense about Miss Christie right now, because she is not mean.
She's not mean, but we were very literature based. We read books, and she wasn't a TV girl.
That's good. She taught you work ethic.
I know. So, but don't talk to me about MTV Cribs or even The Real World. Never seen any of that.
That came about later.
I don't even. What was even pop culture? What was he's on the news now. He's so cute. What's his name?
Who?
When they did TRL.
Oh, yeah, that's later.
All that's okay.
That was later. That was more in high school time for us.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did catch a Punky Brewster here and there. That's my age. Okay. Anyway, so this weekend I'm excited to go.
You're going to love it. He's so fun.
Yeah, and so we kind of like go down to the Yard House and then go up and do the show. But I was whining a little bit because the show's at 9:30 p.m.
Oh, and you turn into a pumpkin at 9:05.
I do. That's why I had trouble with Sweetheart Night going to 1 a.m. So, but I'm excited for it. So if I'm at dinner, at 7, that kind of leads into it. I can.
It's a rainy
involved.
weekend.
If you ask me to leave the house at 9, it's not happening.
Just take a nap.
If I'm already out, yeah, it's going to be a good time. So I was talking with somebody in my physical therapist office, and I was like, it's kind of our world. The Super Bowl is freaking hitting Las Vegas.
It's amazing. It's super fun.
Really amazing. And we talked about it last week, like all the different things that you can do. And I was asking, it was women around me. And I was like, what do you do for Super Bowl? Is it your jam? Because it's here in Vegas, like, are you going to go to like one of the millions of bars and lounges? Because a lot of them are like,
that'd be a no for me.
100%. Because I'm just thinking, like, that Uber's going to be so expensive and parking's going to be a little bit hard. Then there's hopefully not the drunk drivers afterwards and just the safety issues. And
I don't think people realize, especially for people like you and I that have grown up in Las Vegas.
Right.
Like, this is a big deal. We didn't even have a professional sports team until 9 years ago?
Yeah, let me tell you how anti-sports I am. Okay, the A's are coming, right?
Yeah.
So they're demolishing the Tropicana, I think, on April 2nd. So if you want to go and see the Tropicana before it's imploded,
hurry up.
Go before April 2nd. I don't know what's going to be offered in there. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to, keep up appearances, but go take your photos there. So the A's, do you know what the A's stands for something? It's not just not just an A.
Isn't it the Angels?
No.
Oh, what?
It's the Athletics.
Oh.
That's the name.
Oh, we're getting that. I didn't know.
The Oakland A's, it's the Athletics.
I didn't know that was the team we were getting. But welcome to Las Vegas.
So right, we got it all. Now
we're happy to have you.
We need a basketball team. Okay, so I was talking with these women, and I love to cook. I'm not very into football. I will watch all the commercials in the halftime. So I like to be in my own environment.
I'm thinking about halftime this year, but last year was my jam. But
I'm in it. I'm in it every year.
Yeah.
To see what they can pull out. Sure, I don't know. I'm in it. But one of the ladies was like, I take my kids skiing every single Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. There's nobody on the slopes, and I was like, I wonder how Disneyland. Of course. I wonder how Disneyland is on the Super Bowl. Like empty?
No.
They're just like I was there.
Is Disneyland ever empty?
Yes, it was definitely empty when I was there. It was
really?
It was the day after the rain. It was on a Tuesday. I was walking on the rides. That's
shocking information.
Yes, it was really good. But yeah, I remember when it was the playoffs, and I mean these angry men were just in the Wild Toad ride, like listening to the game, and I was like, "You're a good dad. You're a good dad." Yeah.
I know. So anyway, what are you doing then this weekend too? Besides the comedy show, what are you doing for the Super Bowl? You're gonna do it.
That's next weekend.
Sorry,
it's a bye week.
Bye week.
Well, next week we are.
This is how much I'm paying attention.
Yeah, and like you don't have littles. Like my son is in football, and so it happens to be at his school, Desert Oasis. There's a big, huge free event with NFL.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
players,
awesome.
Food trucks, DJs. It's a free entrance. They're going to be doing
that's really cool.
Football things on the field. So and it is the day before Super Bowl. So that's next Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Desert Oasis. It's free for families. And so I'm excited to do that. We are going to do the Toyota NFL Super Bowl experience at Mandalay Bay next Wednesday. $25 per person.
What day does that actually open?
It is Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay. So that's a fun thing to do when it's raining.
And you can get that on Ticketmaster. But yeah, because I think it's raining up until next Wednesday or Thursday. But other things to do. What are you going to do? You like to Netflix and chill.
I do.
And cuddle your dogs.
If it's raining.
If it's thundering, we don't like to leave because of the dogs.
But for me, I mean, we're so busy during the week with demanding schedules, and we're out, and I really like to avoid Las Vegas traffic when it's raining. People get a little crazy. I am a very Netflix and chill. I love to watch series. spend some time with my babies.
Guess what my new obsession is?
What?
I just put it on TikTok. Okay, me and Craig, we have a very hard time finding shows together. Everybody knows this, right? Because, I don't know, he likes scientific and Bigfoot stuff, and I like housewives. We have to find a middle.
Yeah.
So I have just started watching Shrinking on Apple TV.
Best ever. So
It is
good.
the best ever.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Because we've got,
Yes.
we have Miss Cougar Town, but she
Yeah.
was also in the Drew Carey show. What is her name? Love Her, the Neighbor.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know her name. I never watched Drew Carey, but Shrinking.
It is
So good.
It is amazing. So I'm going down hard, and so that is something that I
That's
can
super
definitely
fun.
binge watch because we're
Can't
very
remember
into
what
the
is his
Traitors series right now. So me and Craig, so I can kind of watch My Housewives, and we can kind of watch
Yeah.
Mind Games. So Traitors has been fun, and then
Have
I
you
love the
watched
gay guy.
Shrink Next Door.
Wait, what does the gay guy say? He's like, everything goes my way. Everything happens to me. It's amazing. And I was like, he is my spirit animal.
Yes.
And everything is going my way. I have to
Yes.
watch it again.
So fun.
But you come up with some good things. And so for the rain, I mean, if you want to venture out there, Bellagio, because
do the
it's the
conservatory.
Lunar New Year.
I wouldn't
right now.
really do it. You know, during the Super Bowl
Dude.
leading up, because that's going to be crazy. But
But it's the
You can
weekend
do-
before.
Area 15 is super fun.
It's always a good time.
That's indoors. Anybody that wants to.
Ooh, I need to go to the Pinball Museum. I've got to get there.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like that. I did Postcards from Earth at the Sphere. Super great show.
Let me
That
ask
was
you
super
something,
fun.
though.
Yeah.
Isn't parking there $100?
I didn't park. What we did.
Did you guys ride share?
Is we parked at Firefly, McCormick, like down by the old McCormick and Schmidt's,
The
by
old one.
Lowry's,
Mhm.
and just Ubered. It was, you could walk it if you're feeling.
If you're not wearing fancy.
If you're not wearing fancy, super. It was well worth it. Plus, you got
Okay,
to
what's it
experience
called
inside.
again?
Postcards from Earth.
And
at
then
the
how much is
Sphere.
that?
Depending on where you sit, if you get the upper section, I think it's like $70 or something. But it's a good show. Plus, if you go early enough, you can experience the whole lobby. Like it's worth doing once. I'll say
It's
that.
kind of like walking into Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
So it's the whole, like it's got
It's an
beautiful
experience.
artwork and it's an experience.
Yes, and there's a lot
yeah.
to see, and there's a lot of really cool moving artwork. So it was definitely worth it.
Okay.
Yep, that was a good one.
That'd be a good Valentine's.
Yeah,
You know, if you're going to spend some money, that's kind of cool.
yeah. I love to do different things. I love to experience this city. This city really does have
We
a
can't
ton to
get
offer.
ourselves into a rut. There was one time I was like, babe, like every other month we should stay at a different hotel and experience. That never happens because I get so in love with one. Like my go-to is Green Valley Ranch. Like I love the spa.
You're
love setting
super
the
regimen,
kids.
though.
I know, and so because I get to know my people.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that I mean, we need to experience Las Vegas. We live in freaking one of the most fascinating cities
It's
in the world.
So fun. So what are you doing for Valentine's Day then? Speaking.
Oh,
of,
I have no idea. I don't even know what day it's on.
okay.
I haven't. Listen.
Moving on
we
from
went to
February 14th.
It is on. I have a booster
Wednesday.
club meeting. I'm such a mom. I don't know. We'll probably have our kids over, and then we'll have something special like steak and lobster and cook for the kids. But I mean, they're married. They'll probably like want to. Maybe I'll give them money to go out.
That'd be nice.
There you go.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to experience the new Durango Casino.
That day,
Yes, we have reservations at Nico's.
what restaurant is that?
That's the steakhouse, and it's got, apparently, I got a view with my table, so
Oh.
we're going to do that. I'm excited to see that. So
Is it on an upper level or something?
I
What is the
have
view?
No
of?
idea.
Okay.
No
because
idea.
Durango Casino looks kind of like single level with the tower.
I have no idea.
All right, I
I'm
like it.
excited, but I will definitely report back on that, and I will get some good videos and see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited
you
about
definitely
that.
need to follow us on all the platforms. I mean, we're a good
Yes.
time.
We're a good time. And we do a lot of content on the city and give some suggestions of places to eat and local places and things that we do here. So definitely follow us on the social.
Okay, so let's end it with our favorite Would You Rather.
Yes.
Would you rather? Okay, would you rather go without your phone for a month or go without your car for a month?
Car.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
I just pay somebody to drive me around.
I can get an Uber from my phone.
Yeah, okay, so that was dumb. That's true.
No, it's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, like those things. Yeah, no, I'd rather die than be without my phone.
I have a panic attack if I can't find my phone.
I don't know how we survived.
And God help me if it falls in the cushions of the couch and I can't hear the alarm go off.
This is our world. Okay. I like this one. Would you rather have free gas or free groceries forever?
Groceries.
Groceries. I could spend $1 billion on groceries, but I
can
a massive cook. And I have an electric car.
I was just gonna say
I have an electric car. True. Yeah, groceries.
Groceries for
all
sure.
day long.
Yes.
All day long. I haven't paid for gas in about 2.5 years.
So jealous of that.
Yeah.
So jealous. Gas prices are good. We'll give it
But listen, the way that I drive, before the gas spike, when I had my pathetic Chevy Volt, which is a hybrid.
I love that car.
I did too. It was my Buzz Lightyear car. But I was still $300 a week in gas.
I won't even tell you what I do.
No.
I don't drive anywhere.
I drive like a psycho person. So, okay. Oh, this is hard. Would you rather live in a world with no books or a world with no music?
No books.
So you kind of vibe on the whole music thing.
I do. But you didn't say no audiobooks. You just said books.
Yeah. Okay, no audiobooks either.
Still do music. I could do podcasts.
You would still. What if there's no podcasts?
Still do music.
Okay.
Music's my vibe. That's my jam. Music tells a story.
So I don't know if you even know my background. So I actually got all my scholarships because I was a musician. So I was number 1 in the state for flute when I was in 8th grade. Got sick of that. And then I know I was a dork. And then I was number 1 in the state for marimba, which is in the drum section. And so that's how I got all my scholarships. And then I was a wedding and events DJ for 11 years.
I love that. You know that we have the flute in common because I played flute all the way through school too.
Do you still have your flute?
No, I do not.
I still have mine.
The pads exploded.
I love my flute. It was a good time. But I think that I would definitely go books. I don't know.
You would go with books.
I would go with books. Okay. I could live without music. I like my silence. And again, remember, I was not raised with TV or cable.
Yeah.
So I was raised on books. And so I've got to have that.
Miss Christie did something right.
She did. So I think I've had so much music. Like, I think I could be okay with it. Yeah. That's a rough one. Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you for joining us again.
Who's excited to see Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl?
Freaking I am.
Yes.
I don't care. I love Taylor. I
think it's amazing.
You know what I saw on the news today really quick is that half of the commercials are gearing more toward females right now. I'm all, who runs the world? Girls. And it's not even a Taylor Swift song.
I love it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And we will see you before the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
All right. Love you. Month of love. Mwah.